guys? Welcome back to another channel. Shay right here. I know you guys been ready for this for a longest time for this, and that's when I'll be talking about it. I was supposed to be making this video 2 months ago because I didn't get intense because I was busy on a lot of stuff of this project stuff. I mean, I'm still working on it with this cast and stuff and get ready to start editing it. But you know me. Today, you guys wanted to know, and we all been talking about it a while back with friends of mine, and you guys probably know we been talking about it. That why that we hate, everyone hates Saban, or Neil Saban, very much. Before we keep talking about it, I want to shout out to the movie universe, DSR, LVT, Sky, and the West Indies people about this too. I want to shout out to the West Indies guys about it. If you guys watch this is for you guys. So let's get started for this another video. So let's take it back to the beginning when this all started before Neo Saban, before they bought it from Disney. Now it's actually all started from Mighty Morphin. It all started between, I believe it's like season 2 or season 3, something like that. No, I think it's between season 1 and 2. Who knows? Now it's all started when in Mighty Morphin, this whole situation, what's going on behind the scenes with writing and directing, who wants to defend on Saban, that he don't know nothing about it too. Yeah, this guy, and those of you guys watching this, the main reason why that Saban, because we all know that he wants to be cheap. That guy is the menace. Now, as a kid, I didn't want to believe it at first. I was one of them. I did not want to believe it because I didn't realize at the time. I thought it that he was a good man that cares about it. But once we realized the truth about behind the scenes, that how he treated it, that's why I realized it, and that's why people's trying to tell us, and we didn't want to believe it first, and now we do. Now we do. It's a really honest truth because that's the reason why the 3 actors was leaving because of the payment. They want to pay them poorly instead of pay them. Who paid them the most is Emma Johnson, who is actually the Pink Ranger, who plays Kimberly, instead of Tommy and that Amelia and all that. You guys probably know. But it's all started off the pirate episodes because it was originally, remember, it was originally supposed to be dark before Fox took over for season 1. But originally, the first actors was supposed to be playing Trini, and then certainly after this pirate stuff, or soon whenever you want to call it this, it been going on behind the scenes of her health issues, and I kind of feel bad about this first actress who played Trini. It really ridiculous that nobody wants to pay actors or respect the actors that they've been working it all their life to care about the fans. And that's ridiculous. They don't even pay them enough or pay them from the house of sorters or something like that. They don't even get them something to eat. Like, it's so ridiculous how this company like Saban, the billionaire Hank Saban, the greatest guy that he became, that we all knew the truth about this idiot like him. And Marvel would have done that better, because Stanley would have treated those actors really better than Saban does. Because remember, Power Rangers was originally supposed to be, was almost connected to the Marvel Universe. It was originally supposed to have this franchise to be part of the Marvel Universe, and the network turning Stan Lee down for a reason. They wanted to have it in the Marvel Universe, and it didn't even happen because, again, Marvel's would have been done it really different. It would still be in a dark tone. Treat these characters really better, actors really better than Saban guy, because this guy wants to wear and cares about money and don't care about it for his own self. But it's anybody could who be blamed as Saban, because he's the main reason why that it's been going on behind the scenes. Why first had to quit retired being an actor, and then certainly is he was sponsored for anything. And I certainly even heard that he even treating one of the actors or including Bill Saban, who also disrespect and called him since his son's the nasty word or something like disrespecting him like that, calling him out for David Yos. And I gotta feel that really bad about David Yos because he's been swung on a lot that I've seen him on his videos. Went over there to his swing, one of my friends' swing. I'm sorry, and yeah, we talk about a lot of stuff that's been going on, and yeah, Saban is the main reason why that he cares about his stupid stuff. He cares about money, and not only he told the actors, and looking at the audience don't care about you. They care about the swords and the costume. And that is what he actually cares about, is that. That's a lie. They never even said it, because if they had noticed about this what's going on, but yeah, that guy would have been so much trouble for what he actually caused, because they should have had told the truth about this whole situation instead of wait till years later, because they're afraid. And like I said, it's not the actor's fault. And I don't understand how people that I see on this content, some of them, not a lot of them, but some of them who is the bad side, blame on that. Because me and my friends been talking about it. I would have told them about this whole situation, what's going on. But it's all because Saban. That idiot is the one who's trying to deny on that change things into Japanese counterpart. They want our fans, and he wants to be cheap. We could have had the shows better. They went from over there to violent stuff, martial arts backgrounds, and to cheap. I mean, I get it, it's a kids, but at least kids knows better than you, because they already probably watch martial arts movies, action movies, a lot of stuff. I do too when I was a kid. And I had no problem with that. I used to it, all the stuff too. A lot of us get used to it. Because that's how we all became a biggest fan. That's what I was introducing it. Seeing going on action, romancing between it, and all that. Like this whole thing that Saban wants to do is trying to be cheap. Not only from Power Rangers, but Ninja Turtles. He also was originally posted by the suits, and we stored them. Instead of that, he just wanted to be cheap and just had people and production had his own stuff, and then all of that it was been planned on that, and he canceled that, and this wanted to be focused on what he actually do and nothing that. Well, it's ridiculous. Not only that, when me and my friends been talking about it, not only that we're gonna be talking about, but the one who plays Trini, the actress who played Trini, there's arguments between these two because of the fact. And Saban thinks he's the winner. He wants to be a winner and be the stupidest human being on there. I've been saying it a lot of times. Not only cares about power, he wants to care about money. He don't even cares about fans. Let's be real. He don't even cares about the fans. All he cares about is power, taking the control, being greatest for his own damn self for him. That's what he cares about it. He don't even care about the fans and the audience. He just care about his own self. And including him on his way too. Let's be real. And then the actor who plays Zonon, you don't even do for some of these actors like Peter Legends for the health surgeon or something like that. That's why some of them has retired. And then Turbo, and then after that, Wacky, Billy has to retire that Zeo, and then after that, the actor who plays Billy, sorry. And then Turbo, when it goes to Turbo, Steven Carganson, was originally supposed to be the whole Turbo movie and the whole show, but it didn't even happen. It was confirmed to him. If you want to see it, go check it out. But he's been mentioned about this in his interview, Comic Cons, that he was supposed to be in it and it didn't happen. So that's because Then um, that not only that, I think they're trying to inspire his contract. Not only that, they inspired the other actors too. And I forgot to mention, but they inspired our contract for their stupid reasons. They should have let them keep it going, but it didn't. So, because their contract is inspired by Saban. Yeah, that guy is the one who actually sponsored for anything. So they did a whole short Turbo movie and then um, short episodes of that, and then he left. He quit the show, and then after that, 4 actors quit the show because they supposed to pay them the same amount of money. Again, Saban is the one reason he cares about it. He cares about it his own damn self. And that is the reason why a lot of people has been calling him out, and we know how they feel about it too. We know how they feel about it. We do, cause it's no such thing how this guy like Saban, the grittiest dumbass, just want to treat them very much. Like it's really makes me upset right now. And I've been waiting for this to call up for a long time for this. And I know everybody is going to see that too, and know how we feel about it. And I know I've seen so many people that makes videos about behind the scenes, what is going on, and who responded like Saban. And it's really true that that guy is responsible for anything. You, let's be real, he doesn't treat the actors better. He doesn't treat these actors better. That's the reason why. And I'm sorry that I get very upset about it. This whole thing, what Saban, like if I had knew this about, not only that, he's been like every fans when they're trying to do a good content, good reviews, they just want everything to be positive. Look, we have rights to criticize. Hate and criticize is different, and I like the way Diaz are, and I want to shout out to him. They give it a definition between these two words too, because they always want to be, yeah, and we're gonna talk about with the Neil Saban in a minute. But yeah, this whole thing with Saban did it ridiculous. I think this is all started with Saban, not the Neil Saban, but it's all started with first because this guy was responsible for anything. But at least the second has got a little better because it break the rounds to all the way down to Wild Force to second half of Turbo all the way down to Wild Force because they went from dark and they went to downhill and then back to dark again. It went back to net 2. You guys probably know all the way down to the Wild Force because that's just when Disney bought the rights. They bought it from Saban because they want to do something different and make this all original. I mean, they are doing using some of the films, but they did it better than Saban did. They did it like this guy did. I think Disney. This is the reason why the old Disney era was the best. I'm gonna be honest with my honest opinion. I think MGM would have done it a lot better if they actually owned it. Can you imagine that? If MGM actually owned it, you know, if it wasn't for them being a bankrupt, if they haven't been bankrupt, then they would have put some money into it. They would have spat into it, and they would have done a lot of things that nobody would have spent. Went to dark tone, continue with the dark tone, see what this stuff, and it would have made a lot of budget. That is my honest opinion that I want to give it to it. If it does happen years ago, you know, that's how it is. So yeah, that is how this all started. And then years later and after that, when Saban was bought the rights back after RPM, I mean Disney did it really good back in the day, but not what it did now. But at the time when Disney sell it back to Saban after RPM, well actually revisited, and that's the way they started the production. And then Samurai, when they started doing a production of Samurai, according to the Green Samurai Ranger from Power Rangers Samurai, Hatter David Jr., shout out to you, man, said it was originally supposed to be a dark tone. It was supposed to be mature for teenagers and adults. And the script was actually, we don't even know what the script's about at the time, you know. We don't even know what the script's about. All we do know is that it's supposed to be a dark for original things, like continue like RPM. That would be after like RPM, like Disney era did. You know, their own original thing, original theme song, all of that. It was supposed to be a dark tone. The show was supposed to be dark. It was supposed to be dark with teenagers and adults. And then months later, and then after that, Saban just got a nerd to change his thing, tell all these clues to control that, change the script, and I didn't even notice at the time, you know, because they ever since they bought it, they messed things up like near Saban, and they put it on Nickelodeon instead of Nicktoons. Well, it was in Nicktoons, but again, it was supposed to be a dark tone, but instead they changed it out into, you know, kids, because, well, let's be honest, as kids we know a lot of stuff more than these like this guy did, and then he got the nerve to get so mad about everything, and that's the reason why the show went downhill. The same day with Megaforce, it was supposed to be an Angels, Guardian Angels, and it's supposed to be a crossover, but instead they messed it up. That's why the show got worse too. Megaforce has got worse. The same thing with Super Megaforce, Super Samurai, all of that. It's got way too worse. Now let's not forget about Super Mega, because it was originally supposed to be called, focused on original things or pirate things like Go Kaiser. For example, instead of them using Sentai and relying on Mighty Morphin, and instead, this guy got the nerd and say to yourself, I hate pirates. What do you hate pirates for? So, like, the guy that's actually got to make the excuses lies for us. All these years that we didn't know the truth, and he got a nerd to hate pirates. Like, it's ridiculous what this guy came for this one, and I don't even trust the dude at all anymore like I used to. I used to think this guy was good and the show was better, and I regret it to know the truth of what is going on about him. I know how some of these people feel. Now, the only character that's actually good is Mike and Noah from the Near Saban. They're the only ones that that's actually three actors actually spoke it up. One for Ninja Steel, one for Mega Force, and other one from Samurai. They're the only three actors that actually spoke about the truth. Not only that, I think two more actors. There were only five actors. I believe five from two actors from Dino Charts. I guess the reason why they quit, one of these two quit because of Saban not respecting to these actors and didn't pay them. I mean, he did kind of good. Dino Charts did it really good. And it almost reminds you of the second half of Turbo. You know, Dino Charge is actually the good show out of these four shows of the Neil Saban era. But the word super, I mean, don't get me wrong. They could have used it for the super movie instead of using the title. And they could have really at least called him season 1 instead of calling him season 2. I mean, look at Hasbro, for example. Hasbro Cornell, they called it season 2. But from Disney and Saban, they only film it with 40 episodes. More than 40 episodes. Or something like that, if you know what I mean. But yeah, Dino Charge is the only one that's actually the greatest in the near Saban than Samurai, Mega Force, Super Mega, and Ninja Steel. And let's talking about the legendary battle that you guys been talking about it. Because as a kid, I was excited about this too. I remember watching it so many times about it. And I used to think that it was a good show. And they was supposed to be planning to bring back so many actors, including Kevin Dehaney, also J. John. They were supposed to bring back few of these actors of returning from Disney at the time. Instead you got one actor return, and not all of them. Saban series, I give them credit return. And it was supposed to be all fight scenes of the whole hour, like Go Kaiser and Sinking, and this was supposed to be on Megaforce, by the way, not Go Kaiser. I mean, it's supposed to be a teaming up with a different cast, a different character dimensions of the show. It's supposed to be a pirate themed Power Rangers instead of Super Mecha. But again, Saban got the nerd cheap. He wanted to expect us to be positive, to make the shows upon it and get us to show us the way it is. But again, we're gonna say this all the time until everybody would understands. That is the truth that you guys should know. If you guys don't believe it, then look how so many actors how they spoke up, and they know the truth about how much actors over the years that we didn't know the truth about this whole situation when it comes to the franchise like this. And we all been the biggest fans of this franchise, like Power Rangers, like the Super Sentai. Not only he doing is Mass Rider, VI Troopers, B-Bad Beta Wars, and Mystic Knights. Those are the good shows. Not only that, they could have had a crossovers back in the 90s too, but it didn't even happen. It didn't. Because, again, Saban wanted to be cheap. He just wanted to make us his own stupid ways. And one more thing before I end it off. The autograph. And the movie too. Of the 95 movie. The autograph, Saban wants to be cheap. They give us really cheap stuff instead of them give us real autograph. And it was different at the time. Because if we had knew that about it, then we would have never support this idiot like him. He just want to put stuff up instead of us giving this autograph, or you should have called people, had it at the king over there, since he said, and just get a one autograph signed. But instead, he just want to have the people just point out this autograph and get us a piece of paper then. Just point it out. Like, you mean all this time, all these years that we didn't know? Well, it's like you don't care about the audience. You don't care about the fans. You just care about its money. And I've said it 100 times. I've said it a lot of times with it. He just always wanted to be greedy towards this audience for his own stupid ways. And he wants to be a winner and said, and there's nothing you could do about it. There's nothing you could do about it. That's what he said. He wants to be cheap and being ridiculous. But I'm glad he's not even in it, because that would be ridiculous if he does. And in 1999 movie, the actors was supposed to be playing that character. I forgot what the character name, but somebody let me know in the comments what it is. But yeah, the one who plays in the cop show was originally supposed to be playing that. I don't know why they did a daughter about this, had her did it earlier film instead of making her from Christmas. Because she was originally going to be playing it, but she has to Washington to visit her family. And again, the actors and people, they should have actually done that earlier, and she would have been appeared in this movie. This would have been different. But instead, she just quit. And I know how she feels. I know what the actress feels of it because of this no nonsense that you want to wait till waiting on to decide. You should have done that early months. You should have wait till, and instead you want to wait till months later to get this thing filmed. See, such and such. Listen to it. You want to watch people to do what instead of them getting them blades. It's like you're trying to kill them for one reason for your own stupid ways. And Amy Johnson almost died in the Turner movie. She would have sued. They tried to sue him, but it would have been an evidence. Like, it's totally ridiculous what this guy wants to be a cheater and winner. He just want to be cheat. Like, it's ridiculous. And I'm gonna be honest about the 2017 movie, cause me and movie fan was our David Owner was in, cause he would have talked really crazy, and I know how he feels. But the 2017 movie Power Rangers, I used to like them when I was younger. You know, me and my mom seen it a lot of the time. You know, we seen it like 2 times in the theater, and then we seen it on there too. And the movie is terrible. I'm not gonna lie, the movie is so terrible. I didn't want to believe it at first, but now I do, because this whole thing that I seen, the realize what it is missing and why. Now, don't get me wrong, I did give them a little credit with this whole Zordon thing, but the plot of the stories of the character and the Avengers, development and the storylines, Watson, they just want to rate till the dirt at. No martial art backgrounds, inventions, and all of that. It's so ridiculous. It's like they want to watch do things too. It's so lame. At least the 1995 movies is better than this. But the point is, if you guys like this movie, the 2017 movie, that's great. The same thing with, you know, Mega Force, Super Mega, and Ninja Zero, that's great. But for me, you know, my honest opinion, I didn't like how they turned out to be. It's supposed to be dirt. I know everybody understands, but I need you guys to understand about this. That when we coming through, when you see it, when it's going on behind the scenes, when we've been planning on it, and actors trying to tell them that, that's what we want to see its audience to be happy. We want to see more access. We want to see the Womians like Tommy and Kimberly Vine. That's what we wanted to see. Not only that, we want to see more crossovers. We want to see what the good storylines, good storytelling. That's what we want to see is this entertaining. We want to see that this stuff making good sense instead of them watching it. But instead, they just want to watch it. It doesn't even make any sense. We could have had crossover. I mean, we had like few crossovers, but it doesn't even make sense. And then, shout out to Brendan Mahila about this too, because he did explain about it too. He did mention about this. Now, Beast Mode is originally supposed to be before Dino Charge, but they somehow wanted to switch it up. And again, not only that, the dinosaur crossover, the Ninja Steel crossover, all that, it was supposed to happen. You know, Kevin Henning was originally supposed to be in that. I wish it was 2 people. They would have done different, from my honest opinion. Just bring Trent and Kevin Henning, who play Ethan, and just split on different locations instead of that. That's what they should have done. They should have done it differently from the dancing and it's big in the ones, but at least we got Trent and Tommy and the rest of them. I've been waiting to make this video for a long time, because everybody needs to be clear on, because whatever you guys blaming on these actors because they were poor, one thing you guys need to understand, that they don't even have enough. They were hired to play these characters, or superheroes. Without them, it would have never been exist, because you guys got to remember, this is all because Saban, the guy who created this. You guys sometimes give him a little credit, but at the end of the day, this guy always been messed up. You know, this guy always been stupid, because this guy needs to be called out originally. It's so ridiculous. This guy always been stupid, and I'm glad he's not in it anymore. Because everybody is tired of his excuse, his lies, and he's been ridiculous for his own stuff. And I'm literally ashamed on him for what he did to these actors and some of these good writers like Simon Bennett. And I'm glad Simon Bennett literally called him out. He should call him out, because the guy actually deserved it. So that is also my honest opinion about it and rank about it. And not only that, but this dark truth I need to come in there and tell you guys what this guy actually did. So let me know in the comments what you guys thoughts about this. If you guys, enjoying this video, what did I told you about the stories, what this guy did. I mean, let me know what you guys' favorite series is, because I think for the Neil Saban, it's Dino Charge. I mean, I used to like all of them, but now I just would stick with Dino Charge, because Dino Charge is the only one that's good from my understanding. But let me know what you guys thought about this, about why you guys, everyone hates Saban. And I want to shout out to you guys for watching this video. Um, the reason why you guys are the greatest is because you support my skin. Not only that, supporting my channel and all it is. Keep up the great ones and share this video to anyone, because truth needs to become a clean truth. So yeah. And further ado, be strong, believe yourself, and prepare rebel. And I'll see you guys next time in another video.